Below Richard, one of my good friends for a long time. Pieces of his community, small pieces of mine, small pieces of other places want to see us. It's very weird, but they want to see us break up. They want to see us cancel each other and never talk again because their lives revolve around it. But it hasn't happened because me and Destiny are fucking boys till the end, even if we disagree, even if he doesn't stand beyond Squad W, which he really doesn't, but he supports me as a friend. We're still fucking good friends, baby. Forever. So any goddamn fantasies over there, shut them the fuck down and delete those posts. Because me and Destiny are boys till the end, motherfuckers. Welcome, Steven Bonnell, a.k.a. Destiny, a.k.a. goddamn fucking Destiny Squad Hyper W, bruh. Fucking some people up, dude. Welcome, brother.
Why don't you give me any league introductions, okay? I'm Plat 1 right now, okay? I played a lot of games earlier. I do pretty well for myself. You don't give me any credit for any of that shit.
Yeah. And he has to play with Mr. Mutant, which is sentence worse than death.
By the way,
Mr. Moten is a cool guy. I won't let you slander Lucas's name here.
Oh,
okay?
He seems like a cool guy. He doesn't seem like a cool brand. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Like a cool brand. What?
By the way,
Dude,
when I
saw the
said
fucking clips.
When I said Squad W Hyper W, bruh, I wasn't referring. I was referring to like when you fucking go hyper mode and you destroy people in arguments. That's what I meant. Some people in chat are fucking weird. I just
Wait,
wanted
what
to
is
clarify
Hyper
that.
W? What emote is that?
Squad Hyper W is my Squad W with the red and the glaring eyes. Someone spam it, please. Yeah, it's those.
What is? Oh, wait. Oh, what does that mean? Are you trying to say I'm mad?
No. As soon as you turn on, so pretty much, you know, there was the casual Destiny, and then as soon as like you get into a heated discussion, you start talking like 6,000 words per second. That's the Squad Hyper W Destiny.
Gotcha. Okay.
Dude, I came back and my entire system is foreign to me. I don't know if this has ever happened to you guys. I left for 3 days. I came back. My entire thing is foreign to me. Like, my headphones, I can't adjust the settings correctly. My AC is off like 3 degrees. My body is goose bumping while fucking hot flashing all at the same time. I can't get comfortable in my own fucking house. This fucking
sounds like withdrawal, dude.
My fucking right monitor is fucking too far away. I can't read chat. My left monitor, wait, are you guys usually on my left monitor or my right monitor?
Oh my god. Can you just take a deep breath, load up CSGO, open a few cases, okay? Get the edge off.
You know what?
This is what happens in menopause, dude.
Train you on your period?
I don't know, dude. Give me a sec here. Let me open some cases. Take some advice from Destiny here. Give me a sec here, guys. This is actually not a bad idea.
Open like five cases.
Five cases? Okay, I'll do it on stream for you too. Okay,
Yeah,
5 cases. Give me a sec.
I've got it open.
If I get a knife because of these 5 cases, this is going to be the best content I've produced in the last 5 days.
You should give 500 subs to yourself if you get a knife. Okay.
How about 100 subs?
Factory new. Okay, 100. Yeah.
100 subs. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Last one, okay? Last one, guys. I really do apologize. Last one, and then we're going to start, okay? Last one. Is that cool with you guys? Is everyone cool with that?
Yeah, you should probably do 3 more, I think.
No. Last 2, then we'll start. Last 2, then we'll start.
Yeah,
let's
Train, you for sure don't have a gambling addiction. You're all good, dude.
Yo, hey, she just made $50, dude. Fucking chill.
Dude, true. Thank you, Destiny. Let's see what.
Yeah, no, dude, I got your back. Fuck this guy. He's a hater, dude. Come on, guys. He just came back from a big fucking trip. We're fucking X from Y, boys. What the fuck you guys doing in chat,
dude,
okay?
Destiny, thank God, dude. Finally, dude, someone understands my ways. Thank you.
Destiny changed in the last week. I don't know what the fuck happened to him, but
I'm loving it, dude.
Thank you, dude. Get these fucking get these fakes out of here, dude.
Serious, dude. God, someone.
You have 12,000 viewers and 10,000 subs. Like, what the fuck is even happening right now? Like, what are these freeloading fucks even doing right now?
Freeloading fucks,
ad
dude.
block turned off. Unreal, dude.
True. At least turn your ad blocks off, you freeloading fucks. I like that. Good one.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking unbelievable. Train was making almost 40 grand a month as last week just off of subs. Now he's only making like 35, 36K. It's fucking unbelievable, you guys out there in chat are
36?
not
No,
supporting
dude.
Trainer.
I'm making like 2,000 a month, dude. Why are you fucking buffing
Yeah,
it
that
up
money
so
goes
much?
back into the community, Slasher, okay? Train is one of the most like philanthropic streamers of all fucking time. You're gonna sit here and pretend like he just pockets that fucking money.
Exactly, dude.
Also, every month he gives 10% of his income to charity.
Yeah, not to mention,
remember
listen,
that
if you listen, not only that, we have streamers talking about distributive wealth, but I am the #1 distributive wealth streamer of Twitch. I distribute wealth and Steam card giveaways back to the community, dude. Biggest giveaway community on Twitch is right here, dude. $60,000 in Steam gift cards in a year. Who does that?
You know what you should do, dude? You
Yep.
should get people that take those Steam cards and gamble and get like a knife. You should get them to take a picture and you could like put it on your wall in the background.
Great
This
idea.
guy won $100 in Steam gift cards.
Dude.
Look at the knife that he unboxed with that train Rex TV
True.
fucking case
dude,
key that
better
you
than-
paid for.
better than
Bought and
that.
paid for by the fucking Ape Gang subs that come out for the streams and are actually
True.
subbing to the streams.
Better
Amen.
than that, dude. Listen, better than that. Every Steam gift card I give to them, they should give back to me so I can open cases, dude. So fuck the giveaways. The giveaway goes to them for the credit, and then it comes back to me. I love it.
Have you ever been to like London or like New Zealand or Australia or like an English-speaking country, like that's not
Yeah,
the
I've
United
been to
States?
London. Yes.
One of my favorite things, I don't know if it's just me or not. One of my favorite things is when I'm in an English-speaking country, but it's a foreign country. When I hear somebody else speaking English, when I hear somebody else speaking English and it's a goddamn American, dude, I feel so fucking patriotic at the moment. I see the guy, I'm like, fucking hell yeah, brother. We
Dude,
look at each
Destiny,
other. We have a
Destiny.
goddamn connection.
Dude, Destiny,
You're from
yes.
fucking Michigan, or you're some from very
Dude.
fucking American place. I can just tell by looking. I love you.
Yes.
I want to go over and give him a
Yes.
big fucking. I love it.
Apparently in Canada, there's no such thing as fucking hash browns. They have fucking some home fries. The fuck is a home fry? Bunch of cut up potatoes.
We
How
have
the
hash browns. Where the fuck
how
are
the
you? You're in Ottawa, dude. You're in...
Nah, bro. I went to Vancouver, Toronto, and Ottawa. None of that bullshit, dude. No hash browns, no
We have
ice
hash
in your
browns,
drinks,
dude.
no iced tea. Who the fuck doesn't have
Who
iced
doesn't
tea,
put
dude?
ice in
That
their
is
drink?
not
That's
We have
true,
ice in our
dude. What
drinks.
the
Where are
fuck?
you going? The food's
mean,
better
dude.
here, dude. I'm telling you. Texas,
No,
I don't know.
no.
Texas food is trash.
What the?
Yeah,
fuck?
because, dude.
I don't know what it is,
Can
dude.
you,
Yo,
is he in Canada? Can this be an American only episode? What is this kid right now? Are you serious?
It's because, listen, it's because.
BJ's, fucking. What,
Yeah, hold on.
Canada's only food claim to fame is fucking
Oh.
French fries and cheese curds, Poke. Don't even fucking
Yeah,
start
no,
this shit
Destiny,
right
I
now.
can
Are you
explain why.
serious?
No, I can explain
we
why.
have
I can explain.
poutine
Hold on,
is
wait.
so good.
Both
Texas
of you.
and California, you can find the best fucking
Listen,
Texas, California, New York. You can find the
listen,
best food in the world.
listen.
You're gonna sit here with this
only thing that's
Canadian
good in
bullshit?
America.
I wonder if YouTubers have the same problem with internet. Like, since you guys just upload one video, like, is there any you don't really need?
It definitely matters less. Yeah.
Yeah.
Streamers have very unique problems with the internet because we demand a highly reliable upstream, which is a demand that virtually no other consumer in the entire country or world makes. It's pretty rare that you need that outside of like high IT or some heavy data firm or something.
Yeah.
It's super bad too because a lot of the time, nobody they just use download speeds, so you can never find and if there's like a slight interruption that no one else would ever notice because they just use the internet like web browsing, you get fucked as a streamer. Yeah.
I'd probably say, besides Spectrum, the worst internet in the world is Cox. I had Cox.
Fucking
Cox is-
amen, brother.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have a fucking
It's so
rest.
bad.
I have a Twitter account that is resting at the bottom of the ocean right now for threatening to bomb Cox's
That's
infrastructure.
how
And
bad
you know what?
Destiny got it.
That
Yeah.
Twitter account, fucking goddamn, dude. Every 4th of July, I do a salute to that one because it went down with honor. Okay, fuck Cox Communications.
Cox is
Goddamn.
trash, dude. They're absolute. They're fucking degenerates. They're greedy fucks, dude.
Cox's shit is so bad that when I called them and told them that I wanted out of my business account, I was like, listen, I know I'm on a 2-year contract, but goddamn, the guy on the phone was like, dude, fucking amen, brother. And he let me out of it. That's how fucking bad that shit was. Amen. Fuck that shit.
I watched this documentary about Elon, and the reason SpaceX works at all is because he found ways to like recycle all their parts, right? So if you send a rocket out, instead of just leaving it out there, or just leaving out in the whatever the fuck they are, he re-lands them and reuses them, and that's how SpaceX is working, and that's why a lot of the government and other companies are investing in it.
It's like when you go to the water fountains, you know the water fountains that have the water spout for your water bottles, and it says like this many water bottles have been saved by fucking refilling your shit. He just wants to do it with rockets, dude. Every time you sit in a rocket flying to the
Yes.
fucking moon, it'll be like, we could have spent 700 shuttles doing it, but now you're on a rocket that's flown this trip 300 times, man.
That's what.
Why are they throwing rocks at it?
Recycling.
To make sure the windows wouldn't break, which worked perfectly. I got it.
Well, unfortunately, they got like the world's strongest man throwing rocks, or they have shitty windows.
I literally sold my Tesla like 2 months ago. Tesla is just so garbage. I hate
Why did you sell it?
Wait,
Why did
what?
you sell it?
You plug that shit into a wall, it charges 3 miles per hour.
Was there things you could buy to make this better? Like,
Nope.
could you no?
Yeah,
there was-
yes. What the fuck?
I live in an apartment building. I can't install one of those home chargers. Shit.
You just need to get 3 cars, and then every day you take a different one out.
Yeah. That's
Fucking A.
5 head right
Use
there.
that streamer money.
Destiny,
That's
shut the
5
fuck
head
up.
sleeve.
All right. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
What?
He's
That
on
was
it.
a valid solution, okay? These are next generation solutions for next generation
All right,
problems.
I have no idea how Tesla is still working as a company. I feel like
It's
Elon.
literally the power of belief. I mean, they just keep having investors reinvest in it, no matter how much the financials don't make sense.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, the idea is you're hoping for a future innovation, kind of, right? With a company like that, I think.
In the long term, you're hoping they dominate like the electric market and it like supersedes cars, right?
it really is all done on faith at the moment, from what I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
I think,
But sometimes
Well, this is what venture capital is for, baby.
Yeah, true that.
Journalism, and I mean Richard Lewis, I think, and Slasher can speak to this, but my view of journalism was that it used to be about reporting things objectively of what was going on, but now like the entire economy of ads is based off of like going to the highest bidder and the most controversial shit. So basically these media companies, they just bid themselves up and make more and more controversial shit to get clicks. And it's literally like if it bleeds, it leads, and that's everything now. It's our whole fucking system. And now everybody is polarized.
There's a huge difference between like when you're talking about like journalism, like reporting the facts. There's a big difference between like people that fucking write op-eds and like people that are like reporting about shit that happens.
Yeah, because the people that write op-eds are dead now. Like where like those people.
No, like a lot of people will say shit like this publication posted this like horribly slanderous thing, and it's like an op-ed out of like the New York Times. Like it's not like an actual article where they're reporting on some
Sure, but the thing
like,
you've got to remember is that even when you're doing an opinion piece, right, like you will have elements of factual reportage that come into that, because if I'm arriving at a conclusion, an opinion-based conclusion, I have to put some facts in. Now, if those facts are faulty, then therefore the opinion I give is also circumspect, right? So, you know, that's something that we see more and more, actually, that they take a faulty premise and then use that as a leap-off point to give an even faultier opinion. And generally, that's for the purpose of reinforcing, you know, narrative.
Okay, so like let's look at this specific situation. What was Macaiyla upset about?
Dexerto wrote an article about her, and it was pretty, you know, regular Dexerto nonsense. I don't remember.
What nonsense? What was there something in it that was
actually
correct, or did she disagree with the opinion?
I actually don't know what they were.
Does anybody know what the original article was? I'm not holding you guys. I'm just curious. Because I know what she said to the guy, but I'm curious what the actual article was.
I also saw what she said, but I don't remember what, like, initially.
Oh, I have it right. Wait, we didn't DC, did we? I'm guessing it's this one right here. It released on the 12th of November. Titled "Macaiyla roasts Tyler One fans for being white knights." The girlfriend of popular League of Legends streamer Tyler One Steinkamp, Macaiyla, has mocked her boyfriend and his viewers after reviewing an old ban on her LOL account. Blah blah blah. So, something along these lines. It's basically wrote it in the way where she's mocking her boyfriend and she's mocking his fans. So it's created like a public enemy for Tyler One and his following to try and turn on her. That's what I'm getting from this, right? Like when I read this, to me it sounds like it's trying to weaponize Tyler One and his fans to say, wait a second. She's mocking us. Fuck her, then, right? Like it's creating this narrative. I mean, if this is this might not be the article, but if we're looking at this one, that's what I read when I see this one. That's what I mean.
That's a weird one for me, because she did openly say Tyler One fucking hates you guys, by the way, and stuff like that, which I think, you know, she invoked his name in the first instance.
Yeah, but it plays into his thing too. That they're fucking
sure. I totally get it.
Just got banned on League. You know how tilted you are when you get banned on League of Legends?
Yeah, I mean, like she literally said, like, you're such white.
Let's not remember, she's staring at a ban screen. She's just saying bullshit. Like she's fucking super mad, raged on stream, and an article wrote what she wrote about it. It's just like she obviously got mad about it too. It's just, I think honestly, it's just like everything she said on that moment was really dumb, and she knows it, and she wasn't thinking.
I don't even think it's that.
And the fact that they made an article about it was really annoying for her.
Yeah, she didn't. I mean, like she was just mad or whatever. But like her comments were throwaway and stupid. But like the Dexerto article is throwaway and stupid. Like no one at the end of the day gives a fuck about this.
Exactly.
Yeah, but everybody knows that's clickbait anyway, right? Like we all, you know, Dexerto know that. I know that. I'm a freelancer.
Dexerto literally, we all made fun of them like a year ago when they clickbaited the fuck out of literally every single article they made. Like that's just par for the course. Like that's what they do, right?
The clickbait they publish is what funds the good work they publish, and at least they actually do publish some good work. Like all too often, you know, you have a publication that is 100% clickbait.
So then wouldn't Kotaku say that all of their shitty blogs about, you know, fucking the top anime, whatever stupid nonsense is what funds the...
Yeah, but understand, you didn't use the word clickbait in my speech, did I? Didn't criticize anybody for that.
Well, I guess like my problem is that like
inaccurate reporting, which they do all the fucking time, and it's embarrassing, frankly, that an editor hasn't.
Yeah, we can like look
intervene.
at individual stories, I guess, and just like what was inaccurate. But like, I don't think the Macaiyla thing. I don't think the story was particularly inaccurate. Like, she roasted
it was
the
just
fuck out of
divorced
all
from
of Tyler
context.
One's fans, and
Yeah,
she
it's just divorced from the context of what she did and what she said.
Wait, what's divorce from what context? She got mad as fuck that she lost the league game, and she went off on the fucking
Because
people
as
saying
people
Tyler
in
One
the
does all
chat
the
say,
same fucking
If
shit.
you
And you guys
regularly
white
watch their content,
No, here's
you
what
know
happened,
she's
okay?
joking
Wait,
It's
isn't
not-
that kind of true though?
No, it's
Yes,
not
it
even-
is. It's absolutely
Yeah.
true.
It's not even that
So
big.
what's it-
Listen,
like,
this is what
what's
happened.
the
She,
issue?
she didn't lose the game. She got banned. She got banned for her logs, and then
Yeah.
her chat was saying the typical shit of what they'd say to me. Right? They say, "Oh, you deserve the ban," when in reality they're defending Tyler One's logs, which were 50 times worse, and saying he doesn't deserve it. Right? And she pointed out a fucking truth.
Exactly.
If the popularity contest loves you, they'll make any. Live stream feels a good.
Yeah, wait, okay, all of this is irrelevant. It's just the article
it's
that
not-
Dexerto written.
It's not irrelevant. The point is, it shouldn't even go as far as an article. She didn't even have to.
Okay, like that's not for you to decide for what gets written as an article. The thing
Everything
is,
gets written as
article, the article for the most part was pretty true. She got really mad at it. She told the guy to like, I mean, like we can read like the article.
It's
that,
out of context.
Wait,
true.
train. Wait, can I chime in here for
man.
a second? Okay, there are a few different things here. What Richard is talking about in specific publications, mainly Kotaku, Vox, and Waypoint, are different problems that what Dexerto does. Dexerto has its own issues with clickbait titles and 18 ads on it and pre-roll videos and all types of crazy shit, but that's a different level of bullshit than what Kotaku and Polygon is doing, which in what I agree with Richard is way worse. It is way more destructive to the overall conversation and culture of journalism and media than Dexerto's clickbait articles. Yes, Dexerto's clickbait articles are shitty and bad, but they're not as bad as what Kotaku is doing. And they're completely different.
I agree Kotaku's dog shit. What I'm saying is the reason I think this article is a disservice is because of this. Okay, if me and Poke, okay, have a relationship for the last 3 years of shit talking and being toxic. Poke shit talks his viewers. I shit talk mine. We shit talk each other. And then on the fucking 3rd year, one article comes out because I got banned in Poke's chat and I decided to go off on Poke. And it says Trainwreck destroys Poke and his viewers. The narrative is played as if Poke has sat there minding his own business. The last 3 years didn't happen. You understand? The context isn't there. When in reality, me and Poke, our entire spiel for the last 3 years with our viewers has been roasting and being negative. And then this is written as if it's been positive and I finally blew up. Like, this is not out of character of Macaiyla.
Okay, so let's refocus this.
This is not out of character for
without this
Macaiyla,
being like
Tyler
a
One,
7-hour
or the
discussion.
viewers.
Okay, so let's focus, okay? So you're saying that the problem with this article is that it makes it sound like Macaiyla hates Tyler One or has serious beef with Tyler One. Is that your issue here?
No, my issue is it makes what she did seem like it's out of character and she finally blew up and no one in these communities has seen anything like this.
Wait.
That's
Okay,
what
wait.
it
So
is.
wait. So one claim at a time. So what she did was out of character, right?
No, it
I don't
wasn't.
think so she normally goes off on her fans saying, "You fucking morons! Like you guys
Yes.
suck Tyler One's dick all the
Yeah,
time." Blah blah
pretty
blah.
much.
Yes,
Pretty much.
yes, I do.
Doesn't
Yes,
she do that a lot? Actually,
yeah, she does it every
all
second. Yes,
But to,
yes.
to do that on the back of like a permaban, like that's a pretty I'm
But
pretty sure
that's
that
why
kind
the
of permaban, that's like
context is written to trick people on that. That's why.
wait,
That's why I have an issue.
wait. Who are people being tricked?
The 2 million people that are gonna look at
No.
it.
Okay, listen. What is the trick? What are people being led to believe that's not actually true? So
That
she does this more often? Like that's
No. The trick is that okay, if she does this all the time, this wouldn't be written about it. So if it's finally written about 2 years after, then this must be the final meltdown that she had, the blow up, and that's why this is being written about. That's my issue. The
It
context
feels
isn't
like
there.
the only reason it's being written about is because she got a permit
This
on an
is
account, so it makes it
fucking
somewhat exceptional.
stupid. Train, your example and your total side conversation with the actual thing we're talking about is the word you couldn't have picked.
Yeah,
the worst
this is
fucking-
like
My
the facts
point
of this story
is-
are true. and the thing is I could totally see them giving more context and then you getting mad at that. They might see they might say this is like a long line in a series of tirades that Macaiyla's gone on against Tyler One, and you'd
I'm
be
not
like,
even-
oh look, they're trying to make it sound like she's always attacking her boyfriend and she fucking hates him, blah blah blah, because they give additional context. Like they feel like
I'm not
there's
even-
no amount of context that would even be satisfactory for you.
I'm
here.
not. Here's the thing. I'm not arguing about these idiots writing. I'm arguing that if you're gonna write some trash that has no context, and then she wants to shit talk back, why the fuck is she getting deplatformed when you're not fact checking your own shit?
So
and you're
firstly,
releasing clickbait?
wait, it's not a fact check. Nothing that was written here was factually wrong. Okay, and her
But it's-
response back
but it's
was,
spun
Andrew
into a
looks
narrative.
Andrew looks pretty fucking ugly to me. This guy seems to not have any type of brain cells since he couldn't even look up simple facts. Now let me tell you something about Andrew. Do you know where his journalism skills come from? I will tell you. They come from his mother's asshole. She is a bitch, by the way. Also, I can tell you something you don't know. Andrew, you were dropped in your head as a child. If you consider this journalism, you are a fucking retard, Andrew. Take 20 minutes and instead of looking at porn online, go onto my Twitter, DM me like a normal person and ask the facts, or stick your head into a cesspool of acid and leave me alone. Do you think that response is on par with the article that he wrote?
Yeah.
Pretty good response, though.
I think it's on par. Yeah. Completely. I think it's on par. Yes.
If I got that response, I would like.
Okay. Well, hey, as long as we're all on the.
Rod,
Okay.
I think no. Listen, I know you guys think I'm just saying yes.
What are you
I
talking
honestly listen. I think if you're gonna sit right here, and at the cost of everyone on this show, or on the cost of every streamer, write an article to in a cheap way to get as many clicks as you can. I think you. Any response given back to you, hey, take it. You want to dish shit? Take it, motherfucker. Like, I can't stand this shit where they can sit here and listen. Put this example aside.
Wait. So as somebody that has built a career around insulting people, this is not returning an insult in kind, okay? This is called going nuclear, okay? This is like you're out with some friends and a guy's like, man, dude, like you drive pretty crazy or whatever. And you're like, yeah, well, no wonder your fucking mama's dead, you annoying piece of shit. That's like you're going way too fucking far. When somebody writes an article and they're like, hey, blah blah blah, Macaiyla, went on a tirade against her fans, and Macaiyla's like, go die in a fucking vat of acid, you fucking moron. Like,
Yeah,
you're
because it's
retard.
built
like,
up.
That's like holy shit.
It's
Wait,
built
what do you
up.
mean built up?
It's like the 7th article release that she's been upset about. Like, I just think, listen, after 7 articles, it builds up. I think that's completely justified. That's my opinion. I know it's
She
the
said
unpopular
some
one.
pretty absurd stuff, though. Like
that's
the
just-
idea
alright.
that she can't have
I just
an
can't-
article
She's
written
probably having
about
a really
her.
bad day.
No, I'm not judging her on what she said or what she did. Frankly, I don't see how it's newsworthy at all, honestly. But the reality is, she said multiple times, I don't want you to write articles about me. Well, it's like, I'm fucking sorry, you're a public figure. So, you either go and become a fucking hermit and live in Alaska, or you have articles like this written about you. And unfortunately, it's just the nature of the beast. But the one thing I'll agree with you on, Tyler, is definitely, I do hate this idea that journalists are immune to any responses, any consequences for their actions.
Thank you.
In fact,
Thank
that's what
you.
I was actively talking about.
Thank you.
This is the biggest red herring. This is not true, okay? When you say journalists should be like responsible for getting some type of feedback, that's fine. But like the problem right here wasn't from the journalists. The problem was Twitch enforcing their terms of service. On Twitch, you probably can't show
I'm
a
not talking about her suspension.
Richard
Wait, then what are we talking about?
He's talking about journalism in general, how journalists are getting away.
Yeah,
with
what
making
happens
all these,
is you know that meme of the woman shoveling shit over the wall, and it says like bad opinions, and then they throw shit back, and it's like help, I'm being oppressed. Journalists pretty much are that now. I mean that they are that meme. What they do is they publish absolute garbage. As I said, the problems I have are the inaccurate stuff.
This is such a generalized bullshit conversation. I think we should move on. Like, we're living in a day and age where journalists are literally getting fucking chainsawed up, like in fucking Saudi Arabian embassies and shit.
Not in America, and not in video games.
Sure, maybe not in video games, but like most of these articles are like inconsequential bullshit. They're like, you guys shouldn't even be getting that fucking mad about anyway. So like, I'm just saying, like this whole conversation is so fucking generalized that it's meaningless. Like, if we want to look at like particular stories where we feel like the work here was done not well or was done in a very shoddy fashion, that's fine. But this blanket attack on journalism, like, it's just
no one's doing it. I am a journalist.
You are. Wait, you guys.
Listen,
I
will blanket attack Kotaku as a whole. I will blanket attack.
Okay, so here's the question, and Slasher, you can fucking chime in here. Do you think that the story that they did on Riot? Do you think that, was that not
no
Kotaku?
No one's criticizing that. That's why I actually shouted out the journalist that did that story in my speech.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good
I'm criticizing it
on Kotaku.
Fuck Kotaku.
Yeah,
the best work they have done in I don't even know how fucking long.
Agree.
And it's such a big story. It's worthy of note and worthy of commendation. But the rest of the output they put out, like I say, I mean, I listed on stage a bunch of stuff they got inaccurate. I've done 2 articles now, about 5,000 words, all pointing out inaccurate stories. For example, they did a story, right? Nate Shot is streaming with Ninja. You might want to just think about that word as a journalist. They published that he had used the N-word on his stream and then had to issue a retraction going, oh, we realized that actually he just said ninja. He was streaming with Ninja. How the fuck could you not figure that out, that might be a possibility before you ran with the allegation that this prominent figure was a racist? And and about 12 hours later, they just do a little retraction at the bottom going, oh, yeah, we just now realized it was Ninja all along. This isn't good enough. That journalist has to be sent on a training program.
Agreed.
That is embarrassing.
Wait, so was this published on
10 years
Kotaku?
ago, you might have even lost your job over that. Yes, that's Kotaku. You can go and read my 2 articles, brother. I got the receipts. That's why I gave the speech. It's not a generalized attack. I can tell you all of the times that they have done this, and it is not once or twice in a year. It is pretty much, there's one every week. It is beyond, because there's no oversight, because there's no consequences. They get to come out and say anybody who calls them out for being wrong, they just say, "Oh, you're another gamer, bro."
Well, so firstly, it sounds like you said that they posted a retraction, so it
Mods,
sounds like they don't just hand off everything.
all racism
Secondly,
and sexism.
Can't we focus then our attacks on the
I will
bad
find
work
new ones
instead of literally saying like all of this
Well,
is
that's
just
what I
like
did
in
in
blanket.
Destiny, it's a little bit
And that's
like
what I've done in
kind
the
of
2
weird
articles.
and like sort of like a little bit like disingenuous if you say, oh, like give me like specific sources and like all these articles like on the fly. Like when like the general perception is Dexerto has done like 2 or 3 hit pieces on me. I'm a minor power compared to you guys.
Were
but
they hit pieces, or was it a mischaracterization of something?
I'd say a
you said on the stream?
mischaracterization. I think hit pieces. Okay. Yeah, I'd say a mischaracterization. Like and like when that happens, like I couldn't go reach for those links like right now, but like I can tell you that like
I'm
the
not
general
asking.
perception
So
that
I'm not. So I don't want to get into this thing of like cite your sources. But like all of us get ultra ass pained when SJWs come out and they're like men are rapists and white people are blah 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 blah. And you're like, well, hold on, no. It's a specific subset of people. It's a specific blah blah blah. But then we're all sitting here like, yeah, journalism is shit. Journalism is dog shit. Like that's a huge attack to levy in an era that's like pretty unfriendly in general.
Kotaku is
journalists.
So I don't think
Kotaku.
that's what people
I think it's worth like going through and saying like, okay, like here are some examples of this. It's bad. Not to say that all the work is bad, because it's super easy to come away from these conversations.
I think
thinking
journalism
that,
is
like, every piece that Kotaku has published is garbage as a result of this.
I think journalism. I think journalism as a whole I think journalism as a whole outside of esports is fine. You want to know why? Because there's oversight. That's why. Because people are held accountable. But when Kotaku releases something and it's completely slander and it sits in your Google search,
Kotaku's not esports, by the way.
Whatever the fuck those cocksuckers are.
And they try to write about it.
When the
That's
fucking
part of the
search,
fucking
listen,
problem.
stop. When the Google search bar sits there on the top fucking 6 searches with a Kotaku article that says one big word that destroys every piece of your reputation, and they're not held accountable when they realize, oh, fuck, my bad, 2 weeks later, that's an issue. It's a big fucking issue.
No, it's okay, Train. They posted a retraction like 4 days later.
Like these guys do that one thing, right? Where someone accuses you of something, and a million people see it, and then they come back and later show you, oh fuck, my bad, I take this back, I didn't mean this, and only 200,000 people see it.
I would super love to have this conversation like in the future where we actually spend like an hour like looking shit up. So I see a story, for instance, Tyler Ninja Blevins uses N-word during Nade Shot stream or whatever. Like. This thing was published on some I don't know, maybe this is a big site, VP Esports. I don't know what the fuck this site is. This has nothing to do with Kotaku.
That's the one I used to write at.
Okay, so I don't know. That's not Kotaku. I see there's a Kotaku article about top Twitch streamer Ninja. Yeah, sure. Like, throw me a link. I'm just curious. I just want to see it. Yeah. Because like the
author, you will find curated links of everything I'm talking.
Yeah, sure. Throw me a link. I'm curious. So I'll look through these sometimes. I do see that Kotaku wrote an article where Ninja rapped the N-word or whatever, and he apologized for that. Kotaku didn't publish a retraction on that.
And go look how that was covered in the mainstream games press. It wasn't charitable at all.
Destiny,
go for it.
And just to give you a data point, by the way, Stephen, because I know you do like those. There was a study just released this month in Journalism Practice, it's called, and they did a scientific study, and the conclusions are that journalists score far lower in moral reasoning than they did 13 years ago. And it's got all the methodology in there. You can go look at it.
What am I supposed to take from that?
What are you supposed to take from it? That there is a decline in the ethical standard of journalism. People want to print first, get the clicks first, make the money first, and then they'll think about the retractions and the corrections and the good work and the ethical aspects of it later. I've been working in journalism for since like 98, 99. I've seen the change firsthand. I am telling you, it is a very real phenomenon. It's not a joke.
Well, it's more for me that they don't go for any interesting stories anymore. It's mainly just like they go on live stream fails and they just post what's on live stream fails.
Well,
I saw a journalist today go on Twitter and just literally copy word for word a fucking live stream fail article about Snoop Dogg and just posted it
And
immediately.
that's what
It's disgusting
and
what these people are up to.
That's what
Who
sells.
the fuck would do that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what sells. Like that's what gets clicks. Like you get clicks, that gets you CPM, that gets you ad revenue. So it's like you just be more and more controversial, and it grows up. There's a really good Joe Rogan podcast out right now that just came out with a guy named Matt Taibbi, and he's like a long-term journalist and author. And it's like he wrote a book called Hate Inc., which is all about this, which is like basically the media is set up in this day and age to basically make us hate everything because that's what sells, and like you get attached to that. So I don't think these beliefs are unfounded. I think it's like it's an increase. I mean, Destiny, you're like really big on capitalism and market demand and shit. And like I think you can acknowledge that like controversy drives up demand.
I can acknowledge that there are problems, but these blanket statements are so fucking harmful. They undermine the complete and total fabric of like journalism as an institution. Like it is incredibly fucking irresponsible to just make blanket statements like journalism is shit today. All journalists are blah blah blah. Like it is definitely worth analyzing.
I don't think anybody's saying that, but I think
that is absolutely the takeaway from this conversation.
I think what people are saying is that there is an increase in journalism towards like controversial subjects for the purpose of driving clicks and CPM. I think that's what people are saying.
Sure, I mean, that as a subset of some journalism, that is absolutely true. Nobody would deny that. But the statements here are being made that are way more fucking generalized than that. It's repeated multiple times that all of Kotaku is garbage.
I'm journalizing.
Yeah, I'm glad that Train is here because that's how most people view these conversations.
Here's why I'm generalizing.
And people do the same thing when we're talking about mainstream media, when we're talking about PewDiePie, when we're talking like people will generalize the fuck out of all these things. But then when people turn around and do the same thing, like white people are men, we get really fucking mad about it. Like these conversations need to be incredibly nuanced.
No. Here's why I'm generalizing, okay? Listen, Kotaku specifically. Dexerto, ever since I made that tweet toward them, they have cleaned up so nicely. Even negative posts they make of me, they sit there and they fucking word it like their quotes are perfect, their goddamn sourcing's perfect, they have a clip right there, they fix their shit. So even when they shit talk me, it's at least good, and I read, I'm like, okay, you know what, fair. Kotaku, the reason I'm blanketing it is because I will not sit here and say, okay, well, Kotaku had one good article regarding the esports awards or regarding regarding Fortnite. So let's go ahead and ignore the other 999,000 shit because this one was really good. So we can't blanket it. No, they only wrote that one good because it was the narrative that would get them the most. If Fortnite fucked up, they'd write some dumb dog shit, out of source trash to get the most clicks. I'm not going to excuse their 90% of their trash content because they had one good thing that they wrote out of some personal fucking gain snake bullshit.
Do you guys have super specific airline tastes?
United.
Oh yes, dude. Give me some fucking Virgin Airlines.
Why is
or
Air Canada so
JetBlue.
outdated, dude?
I'm always United.
JetBlue.
I'm always United. Even with their past controversial shit, I'm always United. I love United.
Alaska and American have started is it called W2U? There's like an upgrade to the GoGo Wi-Fi shit where the airplane Wi-Fi is actually turning into some serious fucking shit. On like 3 of my flights that I just took, my not international even, just my national, 3 of my flights I took recently, I was getting like 50 down in the plane.
Dude, Train was like on Discord with Poked. And he was like, like there was like no lag, right? Like it was just super live from a fucking airplane. It's so crazy.
Wait, they don't have Wi-Fi on international, right? Like no international flight I've ever been on.
On almost everyone I've been on.
Almost all.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I've been taking the wrong fucking airlines then.
Yeah,
I
fuck that shit.
I keep hearing Stadia. I keep thinking of stevia, dude. The fucking sweetener you put in iced tea at restaurants.
It's true.
On Train, all those mushrooms.
8 grams.
8 grams, yep.
8 grams.
No, guys, don't do drugs. Drugs are terrible for you. You should never do it.
LSD mushrooms are awesome. Everybody should try it.
Whoa!
Who thought that like American internet and our shitty ass infrastructure in this country was going to really support a cloud-based gaming concept?
So like the reality is that some kind of technology like this is going to exist at some point in the future, most likely. So people are just trying to see who can do it first.
Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I've known what the fuck Stadia is. I'll probably never use it, right? It's just not my avenue. Carson, do you even know what the fuck Stadia is?
Jesus, with a T.
Yeah, I just don't understand what the fuck's going on. All right, well.
Okay, wait. So Train, let's say that you have like a game that you want to play. You want to play like Crisis 7, okay? It's a sick ass fucking game, but you've got like a $700 computer. You're fucked, right? You can't really play it on your computer. Or if you do, it's gonna look like shit. So let's say that you've got a friend upstairs and he can actually run the game, okay? He's got like a $7,000 rig, okay? And he can run the game like max graphics. It's awesome. Now you can't really run the game, but what you could do is you could stream video from his computer to yours and then use like a long distance controller so that it's kind of like you're playing it. So you're playing it on his computer, but the video feed is being sent to your computer, almost like a stream of the video. And then that's how you play the game. Does that make sense?
Damn, yeah, it does.
Yeah, so that's basically Stadia is that, except long distance, basically.
This seems like something that should have came out a long
Well,
time
the
ago.
problem is you have to solve for a couple of issues. Is that one, like we've seen what our streams look like, right? To stream 1080p 60 FPS, you're looking at a minimum of 10 megabits per second, more likely 15 to 20 megabits per second to have 1080p 60 FPS. It looks good, and that's already significantly behind where we're at today with graphics, right? We want to see 1440p displays, we want to see 120 hertz displays, sometimes 1440p 120 hertz plus displays. The bandwidth just isn't there to transfer video at that quality yet to make it seem like a seamless gaming experience. Like it's going to feel very much, or my imagination is that it would feel very much like you're still streaming like video rather than actually watching your computer render a game, because video is very, very data heavy.
Do you want to know why it seems like I don't play anything bumpio? You want to know why? Because you're part of the 80% demographic that bitches and whines about me playing a game. Then when I finally do that, 80% leaves the fucking stream. That's why. That's why I don't play.
That leave the fucking stream. Okay, I have to go do shit for my new apartment at 6 a.m. So I'm fucking exhausted. I gotta sleep. Okay, I love you.
Hey, bye,
No worries,
Destiny.
catch you later.
All over Twitch, there's shows. There is, MTV shows. There is, all kinds of shows everywhere, right? The podcast is the one place on Twitch where it's an actual podcast. We get together, we talk, uncaged. We give our opinions on certain topics, bans, no bans, stories, controversies.
It's just a magical place. Imagine there's a place on the internet that's like Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, but it's for the internet and it's rated NC-17.
Exactly.
That's what this game is all about.
But here is the catch that makes it the best.
Replace all of the chocolate with Squad W. That's what
exactly.
makes it best.
If you look around, there's no just kidding. Cocaine addict, my dealer, Destiny's dealer, everyone's dealer. He's the drug dealer of Twitch and one of the best journalists, but not as good as Richard. Welcome, Slasher!
Dude, out of all the fucking intros, this is definitely not one of the better ones. Thank you, Train, for having me. I'm glad to.
No problem, brother.
Hey, Slasher, if you're not happy with the state of the show, you can always get the fuck off if you're going to be a fucking hater, dude.
True. What are those things called that you wear? The fucking overalls with the thing that straps to your nipple?
Dungarees.
No, they're jean.
Fuck outfit straps to your nipples.
My 4-day doesn't matter, but...
Wait, Train. Something just didn't make sense to me. How can it be that everybody watches you so late, but they're all 12? How do they get around their parents, having them watch you?
A lot of them are British kids that are just waking up for school in the morning.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wait, can you give us your best, what would your werewolf, howl sound like?
Shut the fuck up, Destiny. We ain't doing that, dude. We already know that's going to be a goddamn soundbite across Twitch for the rest of my life.
Why is it that everyone I talk to who plays League says that they hate it?
Because the game fucking sucks, Carson.
Because
That's why.
it's not that we just hate the game, it's also that we hate ourselves.
Carson,
Okay,
look at
Ryan.
look at me, look at fucking Dom, okay? And then look at your wonderful smiling fucking face, okay? That's what League does to you, okay? Just fucking stay the fuck away, dude. All right?
Yeah, Carson just looks like he just enjoys, watching YouTube videos, hanging out, shit. Fucking look at me, man.
You look like you have fun. Have you ever seen the movie? I saw this recently, Train Spotting. It's like that, okay? Just that's what League is, okay? It's not good for you, but once you start, fuck you, man. What are you gonna do?
Can't stop.